Welcome back to another episode of the For Your Soul podcast with your favorite hosts, Lisandra
and Crystal, where we have lighthearted conversations about dating, friendships, and relationships.
But most importantly, healing.
So grab a drink.
And let's talk about it. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Great. Right. So today's episode is all about figuring out your 20s, self-love, juicy conspiracies, and we have a fun game for you guys as well. Let me pull up the IM app.
Oh, I can't wait for those.
Okay. The first one is I have faith that everything is working out for my highest good. I deserve someone who dreams of me in their sleep.
Oh.
Cringe, but okay.
Witchcraft, okay. Woo! Yeah.
I am finding joy in the story I am living.
Okay.
I welcome blessings with a thankful heart. Cute.
Okay, I could get behind that.
Yeah, that app is literally like saves my life. Sometimes I feel like it's listening to me, but for the most part, like you'll get a notification that's like smile or like Lisandra's reality is like just the best affirmations.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. So cool. When I'm like having a rough time, I just like wait for that notification for the affirmation. Wow. Okay, so let's pull up the poll of are we taking back a cheater?
And it was just yes, no, right? There wasn't like an I don't know. Oh no, wasn't there like it depends or something option?
Yes, it was like it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so 0% said yes. 67% said fuck no. And 33% said depends on the situation. I thought that was very interesting.
Right.
That depends on the situation. It's like my thing is what situation? Like what are we
talking? Like what would be an okay situation to cheat? Yeah. Part of me thinks like, so this is definitely like a hot topic right now. I feel like I've heard it being talked about on a lot of different platforms. And I think there's a difference between a habitual cheater and somebody who makes a mistake. Mm-hmm. So it's like the question always gets asked, like, are you taking back the guy who's cheated on his last 4 girlfriends or the guy who cheated once, in his last relationship? And it's kind of like, well, obviously nobody wants like a habitual cheater, so clearly they have no self-control. It's a pattern for them, but a mistake like sometimes can be like overlooked and worked out. So I'm trying to think of what I did, but I probably just put no because I'm on my high horse right now. I'm like, hell no. You might disrespect me, but
yeah, that's my thing. Like I feel like I would not know how to get over that. Like, how can I look you every day in the face knowing that you turned your back on me? And did
And I think that's a really big point, too, is when something like that happens in a relationship where you have to, like, get past it or work past it. It's like if you have to decide early on if you're even able to forgive. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like if you already know from the get, you're like, I'm never going to be able to get over this. I'm never going to be able to trust you again. Like, it's just that simple. Then like working it out isn't even an option. You're just not taking back a cheater. Like if the answer is no, fuck no.
Yeah. So me and my friends were talking about this the other day because someone saw like a video of this girl who's married to a football player, like an NFL player. Mm-hmm. And I remember seeing her like videos before, and she would talk about the fact that like he was a dog to her, like really bad. Like before they were married and like happily like in a relationship, but he was like, really, really bad to her. So she was saying how like I thought she was just being a troll, but like I think most likely like this is like an actual thing. But she set these rules where it was like you can't fly with women, like if there's like women around you, like you have to leave and stuff like that from like that toxic side of their relationship.
Gosh, okay.
Yeah. So I thought that was so funny because like you can set all those boundaries, but is it worth it?
Yeah. And does it work, or does it just create more things to argue about when they're not doing that?
Yeah. And also off topic, my friend also told me some juicy ass shit, which like I think we already know, but she has like an insight of the Celtics players, and the
Okay.
guy that like the person that goes to like these after parties tells her that they're disgusting, bro. Like,
Oh my God, wait, I do think you
disgusting.
brought this up.
Yeah. So yeah, she was saying like even like the name like the top names like LeBron James, everyone like they're disgusting to their partners at these after, and like they take away their phones and stuff like that, and like no one can use their phone while they're in like the after party.
Oh, I believe that
Yeah.
100%.
So like low key we have like a little insight that has an insight. You know what I mean?
Sheesh. Does that surprise you though? Like, do you
Not
give
at all.
men? Okay.
Not at all. No.
Like, are we giving the men the benefit of the doubt, or are we just assuming that it's like all of you and we just get lucky enough to find a good one?
Yeah.
Like,
You know who we should talk about this with? Jessica.
oh, for sure. She would have
Because
very good
like
input.
in that situation, if you were like a housewife in that aspect, would you say?
Right.
Would you say because of the money?
We actually did talk about this recently when we recorded with the other podcast.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
That is very interesting.
We will see.
We'll see.
But short answer for me, I really just want to say fuck no. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I'm big on communication. I'm big on transparency. I am a forgiving person, so it would have to depend, but it's not like a situation where it's like fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times. Like, nah, baby. Like, you either get it or you don't, or we're done.
Yeah. But do you think that's just a part of like where we are right now? Because I feel like
That for sure.
we're very single. Like we're both lover girls, so like we love hard, really fast.
Too.
So are we like sick of that, and that's why we're like fuck this shit? Like I would never put up with that. That could be it.
Right. Part of me definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also just in like no rush to like settle or be with anybody. So yeah, the idea of somebody cheating on me is just like, why would you even do that? Like, I wasn't
Yeah.
even trying to be that serious.
Right. No, and like we talked about this the other day, but I take everything so personal.
Yeah.
And like like I feel like situations like that, like cheating, mistrust, like all of these things, like that has nothing to do with you and everything to do with your partner and who they are as
Yeah.
a person. So
Agreed.
I just would not be able to take it in a good way at all.
Like, there's really no way you can get past it.
Yeah.
But definitely rough.
Well, that was a good poll. I think we do so good with the polls, and everyone.
I know. I'm always so excited
So
to hear back from people, and I'm always excited. Like, I'm always shocked to see how many people. Yeah, how many people like responded. I'm like, okay, yes.
Yeah. All right, yeah, so let's jump into the episode.
All right, so let's get into some of the topics that we wanted to discuss. All right, so figuring out the 20-something. So how do we feel about the soft girl era? Are we participating? Are we already in that era? Are you still in your villain era? Where are we standing, Lysandra?
I think I'm right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think that the soft girl era was like a trend. Like it was very trendy to be like, I'm a soft girl. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Like that's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're like getting out of toxic relationships.
Oh, yeah. I think it makes sense for a lot of people to like be in the quote unquote soft girl era because I think like, and not even to sound like cliche, but I feel like mental health has been a lot more accepted in the last years. Mm-hmm. So being able to like self-reflect even on yourself and allow yourself to be in that soft girl era, I think is like makes so much sense for everybody today. Like even like the teens, like everybody's so like check yourself, get help, you know, there's help around, you're not alone, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I feel like, you know, in high school for us, there really wasn't like you couldn't really be in your soft girl era because you were just like you like had to be tough, you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially at that stage, absolutely. But like I feel like as you grow, you realize that like you really do need to take care of yourself first before.
Yeah. Because
like you're not gonna get anywhere if you don't take care of yourself first. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like right now like is the perfect time for me to be like in my soft girl era because first of all, I think I'm like done with dating quote unquote because I really don't go on dates.
Mm-hmm.
I just like waste my time with these men.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's been
but
a
I
little
think
rough.
I'm like done with that, and I just want to be like to myself and figure myself out before I like put myself out there again. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
just exhausted. Like it's so exhausting. Not
Yeah.
only having to figure myself out, but somebody else. Like I don't even know what's going on with me. Like never mind you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just don't have any talking stages left in me,
Yeah.
honestly.
At the moment, like you need a
At the
serious recharge, detox,
recharge,
whatever.
yes, the detox, yes.
Like,
Like sometimes I feel like all of these energies just like attached to me or something.
yeah.
Like, ugh,
Like
I
we're
just
just attracting the wrong energy.
yes, I need like 10 showers after that. Yeah.
Oh god. Need some like rose water or something, or what do they
Oh
call
my
Florida
god,
water?
Florida water. I have some.
Do you really?
Yeah, me and Rachel went to this like Botanica here in Houston,
Yeah.
and picked some up. It smells pretty good.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've never had Florida water, but I have heard about it.
Yeah.
I had.
Do you have
I
like
thought I had a. Huh?
do you have sage?
No, I've never done anything about that. But honestly, I feel like I've had a couple of like paranormal instances, and at one point, I had like a witchy roommate, and she like cleansed my room and had Florida water and did all like some like hoo hoo shit. But like, and I'm
God.
down for that. I love all that type of stuff. I love witchy shit, you know. But I don't feel like I know enough to let that into my house. So for me to touch some Florida water, I'm like,
Yeah.
this
I think
feels like it's out of
start
my
off
scope.
no, yeah, I feel that. I think you should start off with like cleansing with like Palo Santo or with sage
Mm-hmm.
and just like use like small like use it in like increments, like little small increments and then
Yeah.
because like it could be a lot sometimes. You're like,
Yeah,
come on.
I just don't know. And like, I know it's all about intention and stuff like that, but still, like, I'll be damned if they're like, if I'm getting haunted and they're like, well, girl, you used the Florida water. You just used too much. I'm like, oh my God, this is why, no, this is why I don't mess with stuff.
I
Like,
feel like
no.
you can never use too much,
I
but
hope that's
no.
true.
That goes hand in hand with like the egg cleanse. Like I'm
Oh,
scared to do
I'm
that.
curious about those too.
I'm so curious, yeah, but I'm scared to do it. Like I don't think I'd ever do it alone.
Right? Like, what if you get something like, what if you get like a scary result?
Right. Like then what?
Then what? Right, then what?
That
This is
fucking what?
this isn't even an instruction manual. This is just, hey, that you got some fucked up shit around you, but figure it out. Good luck. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Also,
Yeah.
I think for me, like I want to go to a palm reader so fucking bad. But I think if they told me like, oh, someone's doing like witchy shit for you or like of you or something, I'd be like, who the fuck? That would haunt me. Like I would want to
Right.
search
Like,
night
now
and
I
day
need
to
to know.
whoever's doing that shit.
Right. Like, I'll give you an extra $30 if you can give me a name. Please.
Fucking for real, dude. Oh my god. Oh.
So you're in the middle.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the middle.
You're in the middle. I don't know where the heck I am. Soft girl, villain. I feel like both take a lot of effort. And yeah, maybe I am in the middle. Maybe I just want to be in my chill era.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it. Cause soft girl, I don't know. I'm not soft. I'm like, I still don't have it in me. I need more time. So I need more time.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I will be so, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, we can act like we're together when we're together.
Yep.
But, like, I don't seriously want that. Like, to take it for real, I don't want that. And
Yeah.
I can't, like, get emotional with anyone. Like I was telling Jess this, I was like, I don't know what it is, but I just can't open up to someone. I don't care to learn about them or to get to know them. And I just can't be bothered right now. Like I don't know what it is.
I think that's okay, especially since you know that's where you're at. You know what I mean? It's one thing to like be like having all these like weird situationships where everything's emotionally involved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at it. I
Yeah.
definitely am the exact opposite. I just want something that's like almost unreachable, and it's like I definitely want somebody, but I want them to be in their like in the time of their life where they like still want to just like have fun and like be free and be young and just explore and adventure and have experience and stuff like that. Like I want to start building something with
Mm-hmm.
somebody that enjoys those type of things now, but it's like so hard to find because as soon as you like get in a relationship everybody wants to like settle down, and it's like I want to like have fun and like just be with you
Yeah.
for like a couple years, and then we once we're like okay let's like buy the house, all right, let's get out of our apartments, then like let's settle. But like I don't know, I don't want to settle right off the bat. Like I still want us to like have fun and like do crazy shit, like especially if we don't have kids. Like is that
Yeah.
wrong? Is that
As the
wrong?
fuck you should. No. Absolutely not. Because then you get those kids and you're like, shit, like now I
Right,
regret it.
now what?
Yeah.
Now freaking what?
Yeah. But also like in the process of like getting there, I feel like we need to be very, very gentle with ourselves. And like this is like it doesn't even have to involve being in a relationship or getting someone, but like we have to be gentle with ourselves like when we're doubting ourselves, when we're so insecure that it's like you're picking at every single thing in your body. Like
Yeah.
this is your body, the only body that you'll ever have.
Yep.
Just need to be like gentle and realize that there's more to life than just like all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm
I
like
know.
a little bit more, but
We all just want to be little spoons. That's really what it is.
literally,
Little
literally,
world full of forks and knives. I just want to be a teaspoon.
yeah.
Please. Please, my
Also,
baby.
I think for me, it's the fact that like I don't want to be 50-50 with anyone.
You don't want to what? Be 50
I
50?
don't. Yeah, I don't want to be 50-50 with anyone. Like
Yeah.
I would rather be like living alone, being on my own, instead of like splitting bills. I don't care how bad that sounds, but I don't have
No.
the energy to do it.
I don't think that sounds bad at all. I always say that, like, literally until we're ready to, like, buy a house together or really move in together, we're keeping our own apartments. We're not gonna, like, live in the same house and go 50-50 like while in the first 2-3 years of dating. Like we can still keep our apartments. If I just so happen to be at your apartment more, then fine, but it's not like splitting bills and shit. Like
Yeah.
I want to be like ready to take that step. I want them to be like ready to take that step also, like as a man.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's where I'm at too. Like I honestly would love to find someone, like you said, but like at the moment I don't want to go chasing it.
Yeah.
Like I don't have the energy. Yeah. And people in like the men in Houston especially are a little weird. Just
Really?
a little bit. Yeah.
That's like slightly disappointing.
Slightly. Very disappointing.
Yeah. My gosh.
Okay, so off topic, I did want to ask you something.
Yes.
Why do you think that like girl on girl relationships move so quickly?
I have definitely partaken in this conversation before.
Me fucking too, and I still don't understand it.
I know. I know. I don't understand it. Is it because
Is it because we feel safe?
right? Maybe. And we're
Is it
just girls
because
and we're
we're
just
safe and we like the emotion is so intense?
yeah.
Like it feels so good at the moment.
I feel like I bet it has a lot to do with the fact that like women trust women too. Like when you
Mm-hmm.
click with somebody and you like somebody, you just trust them.
Yeah.
Cut the shit. I don't know. I know, because seriously, and even for me, in my experience, like, I've gone from, like, not hanging out with this person at all to hanging out with them, like, 2 times a week, you know, like, just right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Being like, I could probably tell you I love you right now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. But like, imagine that situation with a man. Like,
Right. Which I do know some girls that are like that. That like every time they get a boyfriend, they're like moving in right away. And I'm
yeah,
like, how do you do that? But
yeah.
something about it. And the fact that they have a term for it, what's it called? Um
I literally,
U-haulers? Isn't it called
you,
like U-haulers or something
you
like that? Like
what?
I feel like I have to Google that. Like lesbians who immediately move in together.
Not the clicking.
Like, yeah, I wanna know. Let me see. Yeah, a U-Haul lesbian. Yep, and it's the
That's
ones who like move in with each other like right away after the second date. Oh man, yeah. I bet it has to do with feeling safe. We're women. There's definitely just a different dynamic when it comes to like two women in a relationship, even in friendships, like than there's to, two men having a friendship or a relationship or whatever.
yeah.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, women are just emotional butterflies and we just sprinkle our emotion dust everywhere, and when our dusts think to match, we're just like, somebody call a U-Haul. I actually love you and I don't even know your middle name yet.
But it's so weird because the time that it did happen to me, I feel like at the back of my head, like but the back of my mind, I knew for a fact that it wasn't gonna last. Like we weren't meant to be together from the very beginning.
Really?
I still stayed, yes.
Really?
But I think it's just from like feeling safe in her like space.
Really? Yeah. Considering the things I do know about your past relationship and the codependency and stuff like that, that makes sense. Like that's not
Mm-hmm.
super foreign.
Yeah,
Mm,
she's a bitch.
yeah,
Maybe that's why I can't be open with someone because I don't want to get like that again.
because then you're gonna feel like yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
that I feel like those emotions are very fucking intense, like very very intense.
Oh yeah, for sure. You have to like yeah, no, that's not like something you can just brush off and be like, I'm good, it's cool.
Yeah. But also, I genuinely don't give a shit about anything. Like did
I
I tell you
feel
the
like
I found?
the what?
Like, could you
Yes.
could you imagine getting to know someone going like to spend the weekend at their house and then finding another girl's note in their
I was saying
desk? I genuinely did not give a shit.
I was
Like,
saying I wish it had a date on it though. Like when was this written?
right? Was it the day before I fucking got here? You bitch.
Yeah, like when were you here? Why wouldn't you put a date on this? Like, duh, don't you want a keepsake?
Yeah, Loki want to be her friend.
You're right. Like, wait a sec, girl, what happened? Should I
Like,
leave a note too? Like, should we make
right?
that his
Me all
persona now? I'm just the guy that gets left with a
notes,
note.
little love notes. How
Yeah,
cute.
like had a great time. For the one night stand.
Oh my god. So what is it like living on your own as a girl in our 20s? Your 20s? My 20s?
hmm I personally could not live by myself at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I so just for context, I've always had roommates. I moved out initially with my brother. That didn't work out. So after that, I've had roommates. And two. I have a 3-bedroom apartment, so I have two roommates plus myself. As much as I'd love to go back home and live with mom and save money, I really like my space.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want here. And a big thing about me personally is when I come home, I don't speak. Like I don't talk. And having like being able to not my cat's like fully fighting.
Oh.
Being able to like come home and not have to like answer to anybody and not even answer to someone like, "Oh, where were you?" Like literally use my vocal cords to speak to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love just being able to come home and being like nobody even wants me to say, "Hey, how was your day?" Like I
Yeah.
know it sounds selfish, but so, like a huge piece of peace for me is not talking, not speaking sometimes. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm talking all the time, so like I'm like, yeah, I need the opportunity to just be silent.
Yeah. I feel that.
Like,
because like yeah, it's the same way while I'm traveling. Like you said, you're always talking to someone. Like there's always people around, and then when you get home, it's like you literally can lay in your bed naked and no one gives a shit.
yeah, like nobody cares. Like, yeah, you can just bring, not like I have the whole freaking town in my house, but you can
Yeah.
bring whoever you want over at any time of day. You can get home at 3 a.m. and nobody's like, where were you? Like,
Yeah.
there's just, yeah, I just can't. And even part of me, like, even cringes at the idea of living with, like, a partner. I'm like, oh,
Right?
like, is that
That's
going
where
to
I
be
am
annoying
too.
too? Like,
Yes. Cause like I went from living with my mom to like in and out of her house because I would go over to like my friends' dorms and stuff and just stay with them literally. Like I was part of their like like their dorm situation or their
oh
dorming life.
gosh. Yeah.
So it would be like one big ass room full of like four girls. Like that's how bad it
Oh,
was. Yeah. And like I fucking loved it because we went out literally every weekend. Like we were always together. Like it was low key like codependency with them as well, but in like a
yeah.
friendly, platonic way. Um, so I went from that situation to moving back in with my mom, and then the person I was with at the time moving in as well.
Yeah.
And then from there we got an apartment and we're together since. So like I don't know what it's like to live alone. Like this is the first time I've ever lived alone. And it feels so good.
Really
Like it's
good.
one of the best feelings like knowing that I could do it on my own. Like I never even fucking imagined I would be here where I am now.
Yeah.
Like if you would have told me like a year and a half ago that like this was going to be my life now, I would not have believed you at all. Like yeah. I never thought that I would get over like that stage in my life ever.
Yeah. And get out of this town and
Yeah.
this, yeah.
It's so fucking good. It's like no one fucking knows you here. No one gives a shit. Like there's so many people that look like you. You
I
can
love
just go
that.
feel judged by the way you look, by the way you speak, nothing. Like it's just so good. Yeah.
I love that. But overall, I like living by myself. One of these days, I am indeed gonna have to do a man's dishes. Whatever. All I know is I hope he's paying rent. Like,
No, it's that ass. Like who the
please,
fuck
you take
wants
care
to
of
do
what you
all
gotta take
that?
care of, and the little things like dishes and laundry and cleaning the bathroom won't be such a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
I hope that for myself. I manifest that for myself in the next 3 to 5 years.
I manifest that for you too. I love it. Hopefully you'll be like moving towards Houston.
I know, right? I know. I just gotta get this freaking, yeah. I got a couple things to do this year. Next year, I'm really planning on making some moves because I'm ready for a change.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready
I
for
don't,
a change.
especially
Um,
like in a hometown that like obviously your hometown where you grew up, that's where everything is, your parents, your mom, your
yeah,
friends,
yeah,
literally everyone. Like it's such a scary thought to be like, I'm just gonna get up and move.
yep,
But it feels so good being on the other side of it. Well, I love this topic. Like I was trying to come up with like different little cute little ways of like showing like your love languages.
yeah,
But I'm interested to see yours. So this topic is love language, but you can't actually say a love language.
yes.
Yes. Keep up.
I feel like I definitely probably have like a million of them. Like I
Me.
love little small gestures, but I think for me it's like so something like kind of random, and I'm probably gonna get judged for this, and I don't freaking care. I have always put mayonnaise on my hot dogs, and
Wait,
when
that's a thing.
is it?
Oh yeah, 100%. May Mayu get you? Do you know what Mayu get you is?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you just made me want my Spanish food because I know that they gave me some because I gotta keep it. Um, like yeah, so like typically people don't bring out mayonnaise when you're making hot dogs. So if like I'm with somebody and they know that I like mayonnaise on my hot dog and like that I'm a little embarrassed about my obsession with mayonnaise, like Please put mayonnaise on my bun for me. Let me bite into that hot dog off the grill, crispy little burnt end.
Oh my god, so good
Come
though.
to find there's mayonnaise on my bun. Oh, baby, the things that are going to happen to you later.
Yeah. She's like, it's about to go down.
It's about to go down. You better call Hellman's and tell him thank you.
You know where you should go? It's Elliot's in Lowell. It's like a hot dog place. They're only open certain like hours.
Really?
But on one of your days off, you should definitely go and check them out.
I actually love hot dogs, especially in the summertime. I love them even more, but I love hot dogs. Like, people are like, you know what they're made of? I'm like, yeah, I do. We're all full of toxins anyway. Like, let me enjoy my freaking hot dog.
Wait, what do you mean? What are they made of? Isn't it just meat, like ground?
Yeah, but like they're like not the like best cuts of meat and stuff. Sometimes, like.
Oh, you know what I never understood? Do you like oxtail?
No, I don't know. I've never had it.
Okay, so I've only had it like once, but I heard that it's super bad for you, and I can't understand why. It's just like, I think it's just the like the tail of
a literal like bowl.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is it bad for you?
I don't know. I know. I think I did see an article about that or something, because obviously, like, especially Caribbean people, like oxtail is like a thing. Like, it's huge. Like,
yeah,
they've been eating it forever, and we're all Gucci. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I definitely feel like I did see something about that though.
Yeah, especially the ways that Jamaicans make it. Oh my god.
Is it good? I've never had it. It's like definitely weird to think about it being like the tail of a bowl, but if it's cooked right, I will try anything once. So you better make sure it's good, or I'm literally going to be like, no, I don't like it for the rest of my life.
Wait, that's such a good topic. Tell me something weird that you have tasted or have tried.
I mean, I've had like alligator jerky.
Wait, low key, alligator's kind of good. It just tastes like chicken.
It kind of is good. Like, not with the dry age, like teriyaki rub. Ooh. Catch me down at the bayou.
Oh my god.
I don't really know. Like, I'm not super experimental with food. I mean, sushi for sure. I've had like a ton of different kinds of sushi and stuff, but nothing really crazy. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to eat chicken feet. There's not enough money in the world that you can pay me to eat a chicken foot.
It's just the way it looks for me.
Yeah. I'm not eating tripe. Nope. I'm not eating chitlins, none of that.
I have tried snail.
Ooh, like escargot? Yeah. That's a little reach for me, but how was that?
It wasn't, the flavor was good, but it's the texture for me that I could not get behind it. Ugh. But it, like, the flavor was really good. Like,
was it slimy, chewy?
It's like slimy. Yeah.
Ew. Yeah, I'm not down for that.
But like you said, I will try everything. I'll try once, but
yeah,
that just, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to judge anyone if they do like it.
No, by all means, eat what you want to eat. I could care less, but just know it's not going in my mouth. I think I'm okay to say that. I hope so. Please don't take offense. Like, sorry.
Have you seen the egg trend on TikTok?
The egg,
the Asian style, like egg.
It's like, ooh, like with the soy sauce. Like it's like
a fermented, like, duck egg or something. I don't know.
Oh wait, like the century egg?
Yes.
Oh, I've seen those. That definitely not.
I don't know what it is, but like maybe the algorithm is just like not in my favor or something, or in my favor, but it keeps showing me these videos.
Yeah.
And, like, I keep Googling like Asian stores so I can.
Yeah. I would definitely try it. I mean, I heard it's just like salty, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think you have to get past like the pungent like the smell, but I would try it. I mean, that's another thing I love is eggs. So
I do love eggs. Oh my god!
Like a lot of different ways. It's like a potato, but like not as good. I am very hungry. Actually, I'm gonna eat my Spanish food after this.
Really, me too. I'm gonna make pasta with salmon, like Alfredo salmon.
Yum.
Okay, back to
right. We're over here like creating a grocery list. Sorry, guys. I hope you're hungry too. Like, please, if you are, please go have a snack on us. Like,
side note, let's eat before we fucking film.
Yeah, like this is worse than going to the grocery store. I'm like, Lisandra, stop talking about snails. I'm too hungry to eat.
No, one thing about me, I will go grocery shopping and then immediately go to McDonald's and
Oh,
get a fucking Happy Meal.
I'm horrible. Right. I'm like, I'll literally even go as far as to like buy a chicken patty and still go to McDonald's and get a McChicken.
Yeah.
like, like I will literally have frozen chicken patties and still be eating a McChicken. It's a
Yeah.
problem.
The chicken patties from school traumatize me. Like I can't eat
I
them.
know.
Yeah.
The chicken, I think they're called Chicken Star or something, but cardboard with breadcrumbs.
Literally.
Like literally flat, hard as a rock. Oh God.
Yes, nasty. Like, why do they? Well, I don't know, because of Michelle Obama. She must have, like, she changed everything. So I don't know if they even get
Yeah.
it anymore.
Yeah, and that's when all we could get in the fucking vending machine was Sun Chips.
Sun
Like, where are
chips.
the fucking Cheetos?
Where are the? Yes, give me those flaming hot Cheetos at 7
They're like
fucking morning.
baked Cheetos only, baked Ruffles only, baked. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, Michelle? God.
Michelle fucking Obama. She looks so good though.
Oh, I know. She's killing it.
Oh my god.
I always wish that she would have come to my class and told us about the importance of milk.
Literally.
Like, maybe I'd like milk more.
Jaw to the ground.
Right.
The whole
Like,
time.
oh my God, it's the president's wife. Like, we were so young too. Like, it would have just been like silly.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy though how, like, if you look at pictures of her in office and her, like, being outside of that, what a difference. Like,
Oh,
you realize how stressful that shit is.
How much of a front you have to put
Yeah.
on, and like
Especially
how every single time.
Yeah. Being like a black woman in that office, like they brutalized her the entire time.
Yeah.
Crazy. Oh wait, so this is so off topic, but I was listening to a podcast earlier, and it was like these girls that started a business literally from like the ground up, and they were selling hair. Like they were saying that as soon as their business started growing and they were getting like hundreds and thousands of dollars in like inventory and like all of their sales and stuff like that, like banks were shutting down their accounts. Like it just didn't like fit their standard like banking. And it's like, can you imagine like a white family in the same business?
Oh.
And then versus like a black family getting their bag. Like America just does not want us to grow.
No, they do not want us to win.
Ever.
No. They barely even want half of the white people to win. So the fact that
yeah. It's
Even,
crazy. And then we're saying like low key, like, should we sue? Because where the fuck, like, they would just be like, oh, we'll send you a check. Like, we don't want to bank with you because of this. Like, that's crazy.
That is crazy. What the hell?
Ugh, so annoying. I hate hearing stories like that, but it just reminds me of, like, we are really developing and, like, changing the world. Slowly, but surely.
Yep.
Slowly, but fucking surely. Love languages, but not saying love languages.
Yes.
So the other day I was with someone and they had a pineapple and they were like, oh, I got this and I'll cut it up for you like after we're done or whatever we were doing. So I love that. Like, just thinking of me in ways that like I didn't even think of. Like,
right.
I don't think about that stuff. Okay, another one is someone covering a corner, like when you're walking by or like when like you're kneeling, like, you know, if like the corner like hits you, like that fucking hurts, obviously.
Oh.
Like when someone will cover the corner so that you don't get hurt.
Tell me you're traumatized by corners without telling me you're traumatized by corners.
I'm clumsy.
You're like, how many times I've hit my head? Please just cover the corner.
No, I'm so clumsy, dude. It's so bad.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
I have 1,000 bruises everywhere, and I'm like, where the fuck did I get that? Yeah, me hitting a fucking corner. That's why.
Oh. Future husband of Lee, please protect the corners.
I also love when someone knows my order. Like when we pull up somewhere and he just says it, but someone just says it.
For me, living in New England, something about a man shoveling your spot out or clearing off your car just really shivers my timbers, and I love it.
I'm so glad I don't ever
If
have
there
to.
was, I know, if there was no snow, like take my car to the car wash. Like
Yes, or
little
clean my
things.
car because I'm a
Like do
messy
things
girl.
that you know I don't want to do.
Yes,
Like that
absolutely.
I otherwise would not do. Like I actually had a lease for 3 years and never once put it through a car wash or anything. And I'm not a sloppy, messy person, but I'm just not taking my car to the car wash.
Yeah.
Like just do things for me that you know I don't that aren't really on my radar.
Yes.
And I will do them
Yeah.
back, I assure you. But
Or like the oil changes, get my tires done, do everything.
mhm.
Do it. Yeah.
The
That's like
order's a good one too, though. Like just knowing like exactly what I would want from a place. If I was like, oh, I really am like wanting Mexican, and they were just like, oh, okay, I know exactly what she wants from what place. Like
yeah,
I could get behind that.
definitely. Me too. Like sometimes I just don't want to think. I say that all the time, and I just don't want to use my brain around you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't. So cutting ties with your exes. Are you keeping them on socials? Are you staying friends? What are we doing?
Where do you stand on this, Lysandra? Let's hear from you first.
Well, I think you already know what I'm gonna say.
I do.
Fuck that
I,
bitch.
I want the people to hear it. They're like, no freaking
I'm
chance
just
in
kidding.
hell.
No, but that was the first thing I did. I blocked her. I deleted her off social media. I deleted all my pictures of us. I said the hell with it and got rid of everything.
And there's no relationship there now. There's no friendship. There's no nothing.
Nope, nothing.
Yeah. I do personally think that's the way to go. I don't think it has to be like toxic, or you don't necessarily, it doesn't have to end in like in a drastic way where you're like, that person did me so dirty, like I hate them, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like they really messed up my life type stuff. But do I think you guys should still be like hanging out one-on-one? No. Do I think you guys
Yeah.
should even talk daily, like how was your day shit? No. um yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess if you're single, then like fine, you can dabble. But even then, it kind of gives like that. It's kind of. I feel like that could be a little misleading.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's an ex, so like, why would y'all break up if you're still gonna be all weird about it? But teach his own. I'm not. I'm guilty of it. You know, I'm guilty of hooking up with the ex after we break up for whatever freaking reason.
Yeah, but also that's just like if the relationship was healthy, then that's fine. I think for me it was like if I don't cut ties, there's a potential like we are gonna get back together, and I didn't want that.
Right. Yeah.
So I think for me it was just like either cut ties completely cold turkey, like stop,
Yeah.
you know, or there's a chance that like you'll get rattled right back in.
Yeah. Yeah. I think as a broad spectrum, cut the ties, you know? If it
Mm-hmm.
ends on a good note, good for you, but y'all don't need to be friends if you want to check in here or there, or if
Mm-hmm.
they have a business and you want to support them and buy a product, or if they're like, hey, I actually kind of need your advice on this, like little things, like
Mm-hmm.
sure, as
Yeah.
long as it's respectful. But at the first glance of disrespect, especially if I'm in a relationship, then you're getting blocked. Like now you will not have any access to me whatsoever.
Yeah.
um
I think that's my thing, just having access. Like because it doesn't necessarily have to be like so negative all the time. Like
right.
I think that's just where I stand, where like all of my past relationships have always been negative.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is to have like a healthy breakup.
Yeah.
So I think eventually, like if I ever go through like a healthy breakup, like I'll understand more of it. But like where I stand, it's just like you need to cut ties in order to
Yeah,
move
like
forward.
it's done.
Yeah, but like also it
Yeah.
like sometimes it's like you're friends with their families, their siblings, their mom, or whatever. They're like friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like how do you move on from that?
That's like an interesting thing that I've been like, that's been brought to my attention in a couple situations. I know a couple people that like, for example, like someone who has like if their partner had a kid and they're
Mm-hmm.
still like in that kid's life,
Wait,
like
you have a kid together, yeah.
if you have a kid together, fine. But I mean, if that your partner has a kid with somebody else and you were the
Oh,
girlfriend or the boyfriend, you know what I mean?
that makes
And
sense.
then it's like, I guess sometimes I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody and they have a kid and the kid is like honestly under the age of like 5, 6, 7, like just leave. Like, I know you
Mhm.
probably love that kid, and I can't really say too much because I've never been in that situation. But I just feel like I always hear like, "Oh, it would break their heart." You know, they're gonna be traumatized that I left. If the kid's young enough, they're not gonna know you existed. You being around is re bringing up that trauma for the mom and
Mhm.
the kid. You know what I mean? Because eventually, what, you guys are gonna work out and be friends now, like your whole lives, for what? Like, you don't. If it was your biological kid, then you're locked in for life. Like, there's no getting around that. But like, what are you really doing here if you were just my mom's girlfriend
Yeah.
or my dad's girlfriend or my whoever's whoever? Like,
Yeah.
I kind of just feel like you gotta just like let it go. And
Yeah.
like, there, if you're friends with the family, like, fine. Like, I think if you're in like a 10+ year relationship and you still talk to the family members, I think that's a little bit different. But if you're in like an under 5 year relationship, there's really not much reason for you to still be involved in their family like that.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of weird. Like, I understand you'll miss them and you had relationships outside of you and your partner, but I think it's just weird. Like, just separate yourself. You're breaking up with the family too. Like, hello.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a big thing, breaking up with the family. Yeah. So like
Okay,
how
that's
do you think you would handle like if you had someone who had a kid and then you guys broke up? Like how do you think like you would react to that? If you were in like a 6 year relationship or something.
like a 6 year relationship with a kid and we're breaking up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
But the
like it
kid,
would.
it's like theirs.
Huh?
It's like not your kid though, it's theirs. Like what would you do?
Oh, if I was in that situation, I unfortunately like would stop talking to like that kid. Like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it wouldn't be like cold turkey. I'm not saying it would be just like immediately like we broke up, I'm done with the kid. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if I could help in that transition with that kid, then sure. But if they're old enough to have that conversation of like and understand that I'm not your mom, like I was just with your dad or something,
Mm-hmm.
then if that conversation can be had with that child, then sure, we'll have a conversation. If not, like, I'm just gonna like go. Like, I just think that's better for the kid and the partner, the ex-partner,
Yeah.
like, and myself. Like,
Yeah. I
why
think
do I need to
especially
be
for the
involved?
kid. Yeah, cuz
Like,
like
what happens when that person goes and gets another partner?
mm-hmm.
Then what? Then I'm like the odd man out, and then what? I get my feelings hurt all over again because I can't be
Yeah.
involved now because they're stepping in, or do they have to put up with the fact that their ex-partner is still in their life? Like, for what? Like, no,
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
also big for the kids too, because like I feel like kids need consistency. That's something that like I needed as a kid, so I
Mm-hmm.
accepted it. But like the in and out is like what would get me like as that parent's mom.
Yeah.
It's like you're either gonna be together with the child or like you're gonna be on and off with the child without seeing. I mean, on and off with their like parent and not seeing the kid because like it needs
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely hard to say, and I don't want anybody to take my opinion super personally because I don't have kids and I've never been in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
But from a kid who, from a point of view of being the kid in that situation, either just be gone, just be
Mm-hmm.
gone. Like, it's just, if they're young enough to forget about it as they grow, or if it's just a random question that they ask once in a while, let them go. Let them
Mm-hmm.
go. If they're a freaking 12-year-old, 13-year-old, and they're like, damn, like that kind of was my mom, then that's fine. That's different. You know what I mean? If that kid's old enough to seek you out, even though they understand the situation, fine. Like, I'm not sitting here saying ignore the fucking 15-year-old that you raised for 12 years. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but yeah, I just think sometimes it's like people get in these relationships with people who have kids and then they break up and they're like, oh, well, I still need to see the kid. Why? Like, why? Like, I just
Yeah.
feel like it's either a way for them to stay in that relationship or
In
stay in
the loop.
contact with that
Yeah.
person. Yeah. And I just think that's like not healthy.
Yeah. How do you feel about like friends in that situation? Like, let's say I had a kid and we had like a friend breakup. Like,
Mm,
would you still want to like? Because technically, like my kids are gonna be like your nephews, your nieces and
right.
nephews.
Right.
So,
Exactly. Right. I think that one, I don't know. That one, I guess maybe the same thing, but that one would be more of a conversation like of whether or not we still want that person to be in their lives. You know what I mean? Like, if that's their auntie. So I don't know. I feel like it's sort of the same thing applies. If they're young enough, then fine. If it's really that serious that you guys really are never going to be friends again and they're young enough just to forget about you, then I guess. But if it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like your high school best friend, but you guys had a fallout. Like y'all have been friends
Mm-hmm.
for, your whole lives. And you have
Yeah.
a kid and y'all have a fallout, but that's like, your 4-year-old niece or nephew or goddaughter, god, whatever.
Yeah.
I think that might be a little bit different. You know what I mean? Because what if, like, I wanted you to still be around or whatever? Like, I mean, not even like, oh, take them to lunch every week. No, like
Yeah.
birthday parties and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
special events. Like, sure.
Yeah. I think for me, it's like, again, we need to be consistent with kids. If you like broke up in a way that like it's malicious, like someone did something malicious towards you, I don't think I'd want my kid around that person.
Oh,
Because
no.
not only do you wish me ill, but like, what about my kid?
No, absolutely not. Because I think that's like bringing that negative energy around that child, even if they're not speaking on it. Why would you want to be around my child if you don't like me or you're disrespectful towards me or you don't, you know what I mean? Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Because like,
Not.
how do I know that like you won't treat them badly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't like that.
Definitely agree. Yeah. So for me, it's a no for staying friends with your exes.
Yeah, same. I think it's like valid to check in and be like
Yeah.
cordial and nice if that's how things ended, but
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm
like
actually, we should
hanging
do a
out.
poll on there on,
That would be a good poll.
yeah, because I'm interested to see other people's perspectives on it.
Yeah.
Do you believe aliens are real?
I personally do indeed believe aliens are real. I think so. I think there's different races of them too. Shit, I don't even
You
think it's
think
just
so?
one.
Like you
Yeah.
don't think there's just one species?
No, I think there's like multiple.
Yeah.
I think we're like surrounded by them.
Yeah. Because
Honestly.
like the universe is too fucking big for there not to be anything outside.
Yeah, like part of it makes me like, I think some people are like comfortable with the idea of like us being the only thing out here, but that makes me so uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
This whole world with like this one little life, 100 years of purpose, quote unquote, but that's it. We're it. I don't like that. That doesn't sit well with me. I
Yeah.
feel more comfortable being like, damn, there's something else out there.
Right. Do
Like,
you
I don't know.
think that our government knows, or not
Yeah.
just our government, but like the world's know that like there's more out there, and they just don't release any information?
Or they're just all like way ahead of us and we're just dumb little human bugs.
Literally
No.
fighting over like stupid ass shit. Like,
Yeah.
imagine.
They're really like, why are they fighting over gas? We literally live off H2O. Like, we fuel, like, who knows? Fuel our cars with, who freaking knows?
Yeah.
But I think there are definitely other species, life forms, whatever, aliens, extraterrestrials. I think they probably live among us. I think the government knows about it. I think probably part of the government is, part of those, races, those alien races.
That's interesting.
And if they're recruiting, please come get me. Okay, thanks.
Get me the fuck out of here.
I will go willingly, whatever you want.
That is funny. See, I don't know. I'd have to like get a taste test before I agree.
You're like, but what kind of things do you do? I'm
not about to be someone's slave. I mean, but if I don't have to work and I'll be catered to, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I don't want to
Take
be like
me
a
the fuck away
slave.
from here. My alien sugar daddy. Yes.
Yeah, something like, this is my little human pet. Isn't she so cute? I got her from Earth. She's 6. Like, she's 6 of our years old, but down there that's like a little different. So I think she's like in her late 20s or something like that, whatever that means. But isn't she cute? Like, and then we're all like the little human puppies will like, they'll like release us into like the human puppy lot, and we all just like socialize and gossip and like eat fucking Cheez-Its and shit. They're like, this is her favorite snack, you guys. It's like a Hostess powder donut. I bought these special. I got them expedited from Earth. We have a Connect over there. Works for something called like Hannaford or Nothing furred.
I was just watching Avatar, and I when I think of like aliens, I feel like Avatar is like what comes to mind.
Yeah.
And like I don't know if you've ever seen Avatar, but
Oh,
like
have
the
I?
way that they like get into like a machine and then all of a sudden they're like in that world.
Yeah.
Like there's like different dimensions and stuff like that. Like I think that's how everything else works, like in real life.
I believe it. Have
Yeah.
you ever seen The Host or read The Host?
No.
That's a similar alien movie. I bet you'd like that one. It's an interesting concept. Long story short, and mind you, this The Host is written by Stephanie Meyer, the woman who wrote Twilight.
Oh yeah.
So I was obsessed with that. So I read The Host, but basically it's an alien race. They're basically like caterpillars, so to speak, and
Mm-hmm.
they get implanted into the body, the consciousness of like a human, because we're all just like dying off, or we're just not healthy. Like just the Earth isn't doing so hot. So like they come down or whatever, and they're inserted into our bodies, and like they become one with us. But like sometimes the consciousness of the human doesn't go away. So they
Oh.
have to like fight the consciousness of the human's body, like while they're in there.
Oh, that reminds me of, have you seen the Vampire Diaries?
Yes.
Do you know when like they have like I don't know what it's called because I haven't seen the show in so long. But you know when it was like the people that like inverted their eyes or something and it became like someone else, but it was like two people in their bodies.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know exactly what
that
you're talking about.
that kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. That's why I say they're all different races. Like Men in Black, like I literally think that's true.
Yeah.
I think like Earth is like a central station. Like some weird ass international freaking airport. Like
Mm-hmm.
and people just pass through, but we're just like so oblivious to it. But I
Right.
feel like it's because like stupid things like we just can't see the light wavelength that other species are on or some shit. You know what I mean? Like how we
Yeah.
can only see a certain amount of like spectrum, like but there's a whole other spectrum that we just can't physically see
Yeah.
as humans. You
So
know
do
what I
you
mean?
think when we like what's that called when you like sleep paralysis, do you think that's like us going into different dimensions or like different like spaces?
So I don't know if have you ever experienced sleep paralysis?
Yes.
Okay, I've
Oh,
experienced
this
sleep
reminds.
paralysis a lot. Yep.
No, no, no. Go. You can go.
I've experienced it a lot, like many, many times. I've
Hmm.
also had lucid dreams. And it's not actually called Inception, like after the movie Inception, but it is, there's a name for it. But I have had what we think Inception is. So a dream within a dream, like waking up. Like I've had so many
Mm.
crazy sleep occurrences. Um, and like even like astral projection shit like that, like, and that like freaks me out. Like if you've seen like Insidious, that's astral projection,
Yeah.
and you see it a lot in there's another show, I think it's called The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. She astral projects, but while her body is unoccupied, it's like the little spirits are like, hey, there's
Hmm.
a body over here, like up for grabs, like if she's not back in
Yeah.
time, like we're taking this bitch over, like
Yeah.
and there's a couple, there's Behind Her Eyes.
Oh,
whoever
such
wrote
a
that
show.
Whoever wrote that though is so sick.
Yeah.
I'm scared of them. Like
Yeah.
I'm afraid of you. Like that's how did you come up with that? But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Sleep paralysis is nuts. I do think it's because I feel like I mean I don't know how you feel about like timelines and dimensions and stuff like that, but I think like I kind of believe that like everything is happening all at once, like the past,
Hmm.
present, and future. So just
Hmm.
because we can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Like deja vu, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
almost like when like a similar yourself in another dimension, like you guys are doing something similar, or
Yeah.
like you're like for some reason crossing paths like on the wavelength. You know what I mean? And then you have that spark of deja
Oh,
vu. So
yeah.
it's like I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it is for sure. I mean, it's just like people taking psychedelics to see into other dimensions. Like
Wait,
we
are you
physically
down
do
for
have
that?
to.
Would you ever do that?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, maybe when I'm like healed enough, we should
Yeah.
definitely do it.
You're like when I'm not going to be attacked by my demons, like
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
100%
No,
down.
I would
Like
totally
let's
be
make it.
down for that. I'm so curious. I've always been super curious. Scared, but curious.
Me too. Yes, we should definitely do that.
I
Um,
would totally be
oh,
down.
there's a couple of videos I saw about people. I don't know if this is called sleep paralysis or people like have very vivid dreams,
Mhm.
and when they go to ask someone that's in their dream like what time it is or like what year it is or like what day it is, like all of the people like want to like kill them or something, or like they want to wake them up and like make sure like they get out of like the dream or something.
Interesting.
Isn't it so interesting? There was like people saying how they could remember exactly what happened, and like they would ask someone in their dream like, "What time is it?" And then people would be like, "What the fuck? Why are you asking?"
Yeah,
Like
that's
I think
interesting.
that is very interesting, isn't it?
They do say, like, if you try to astral project or you try to lucid dream, that you need something that like grounds you so
Yeah,
that you know you're in the dream still. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I wonder if that's something similar to that. But then it also sounds like the astral projection thing where it's like your body is unoccupied by your soul,
yeah.
basically. And it's like there's always negative shit around that's looking for a freaking body. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm not trying to be. Whew.
Oh, that's so scary. Yeah.
But yeah, my sleep
Um,
paralysis is induced by stress, 100%. So,
is it? I haven't had that feeling or like that sensation in so long. Like
yeah.
I can't even remember the last time I felt that way. But there was another thing that I wanted to bring up. Oh yeah, so I did the like there was a meditation where it was like astral projection, and you would like visualize you with your inner child,
Okay.
and it really fucking worked for me. Like it made me
Hmm.
sob. Like I could not stop crying for like an hour straight, and like I just visualized me like at a beach with my inner child, and I would talk to her as if like obviously you're talking to yourself, but like in the way
Yeah.
that you're like I'm like sorry, like apologizing for like ever feeling like negative about yourself or whatever, and like I just had a full on conversation with like my inner child while I was doing like
Really?
meditation, and it really worked.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I definitely feel like it's not for everyone, but it did work for me.
Yeah.
It just made me like it gave me a sense of like peace at the end
Yeah.
of it. Yeah. Yeah. So
That's
that was
interesting.
one of
Most
my
definitely.
journey stories.
Yeah, no. If it works, it works. And sometimes that's what we need to do is just look in the mirror and have a conversation with ourselves. It sounds crazy,
Hmm.
but and it's weird at first, but it's like shit, just
Yeah.
talk. Just
Yeah.
tell yourself things you don't want to hear, things you need to hear, whatever it may be. I wanted to ask you, and I probably could have asked it earlier. I just didn't think about it, and then one day I was like, "Oh yeah, I want to talk about this." How? Because I've had this conversation with other Latina people that I know, Latina
Hmm.
people, and I've gotten mixed reviews. So, how do you feel about the term Latinx? Like, yeah, Latinx.
I think that it's very inclusive, and it's something that we should have, because like not everyone goes by he she, so like
Right. And I think that's the big point of the
yeah,
X, correct? Is so that
yeah,
it's not gender
yeah,
exclusive.
yeah. Or like sometimes what like people don't want to say Latinos as like a general like Latin people,
Right.
so you just say Latinx people, like that's
Yeah.
just. So I don't have an issue with it. I could see why people would like be bothered by it, especially the older generation. But I think that they need to get out of that headspace, and like the more that we have conversations about it, I feel like the more that they'll understand. It's like
Yeah.
maybe they don't have to agree with us, but they'll understand where we're coming from because
Yeah.
we include everyone.
Yeah.
And like I've said this before too, but like when I was growing up, like I was always taught that like Puerto Ricans are literally everything, like everything in one.
Mm.
So like we're Spanish from Spain, we're Native American, we're black. Like that was just what it was. And so even like that Latinx doesn't even involve like that, but like I feel like I just want to include everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. From like the outside looking in, I don't see the problem with it. I think I understand that like all the genders and sexualities can be confusing, but I think that's like a part of like evolution on our part. Like,
Hmm.
so I personally don't see a problem with it, but I don't feel like I have a say in that because that's not my community. You know what I mean? But I definitely see how it, doesn't exclude people and it just includes everyone, whether it be plural, like a certain
Hmm.
amount, like more than one person, or just to not be like, oh well, this is a girl or a guy. Like it's just
Yeah.
that's an X person, a Latinx person. Like,
Hmm.
um, yeah. So I always
Yeah.
like just like to get people's opinion on that because I know
Yeah.
some people
No.
kind of take offense and some people don't mind, but we're also queer girls, so I
No,
didn't
100%.
expect anything else.
Yeah, and like I said, like it's important to have these conversations because there are endless stories about like murders that happen with like transgendered people in the island and like all of this violence towards like gay and queer people. And but that's exactly why, because we're not having those conversations as to why Latinx even is a thing.
Yeah.
Or why like gender neutral things are what they are now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like if we were having conversations, especially with like the machismo like men that we have in the island,
yep,
like this would not be a thing. Like murders would not be a thing towards like gay and queer people.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
like, why is that even a thing? Why does it bother you who the fuck I love? First of all,
Yeah.
like it's not affecting you in any
Even
way.
like
We're not
how
talking
people
about you
dress.
specifically, exactly. So like I don't know, and it's
Yeah.
sad to like think about all these stories and like the mothers that have to come forward. Like, yeah, my son died because of
He was
violence,
gay. Yeah,
of so much violence that is on the island.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
like for what?
Yeah, because he like
But,
wore a skirt or because he wore
right,
eyeliner. Like,
right.
yeah, it's horrible.
That also goes back to like us being unhealed
Yeah,
from our traumas of how the island was developed. Because at one point we were brutalized for even showing our flag.
right.
But
Yeah,
I think that like that trauma just never fully like went away, even now.
yeah, for sure.
And that's the point of like generational trauma, because maybe we weren't in that time, but our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents lived through it, and
Yeah.
we are still feeling the effects of it. Off topic, did you see the Confederate flag that was being waved around at someone's house in PR?
No, wait, what?
Yeah, it makes me fucking sick to my stomach. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
My
And like
gosh.
that's a direct slap in the face.
Yeah. What the
Like at one
hell?
point, like I said, we were brutalized for just showing our flag. And you're
Wow.
gonna the island and hang that up, the Confederate flag. Are you dead ass?
Whew. That's crazy. That's not
Yeah.
even close to okay.
Yeah. So one of the locals literally tore it down and burned it.
Yeah, good. Rightfully so.
Mm-hmm. But it's just sad, like that. Those situations make me so fucking sad for the people who like are natives to the island and still live there, because like rent sometimes is impossible for a local.
Yeah.
And like white people just come and like joyfully, I live on the island now, blah 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 blah. But like, do you know what that's doing to the people who live there?
No
Like, do you
concept.
even care to learn about our history and what we've been through?
No. They just see cheap property.
You just see a nice beach
Mm-hmm.
and warm water,
Yeah.
like warm sand, a nice sun, and then you think everything is yours because we're U.S. territory.
Yeah.
No, bitch. Oh, this makes me so mad.
I know it. You're like, no. Like, kill the colonizers.
Oh, God. Fucking colonizers. That's why, like, I get really mad. I don't know. Do you know who Rosalia is?
Yeah.
I get so mad when she says, like, I feel Latina. And I'm like, you're from Spain. You're a white woman.
Really?
Like, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but no, like, you're not going to stand here as a Spanish woman from Spain, a white woman, saying, I feel Latina. Why? Because you're supported by all of us Latinas, and without us, you literally wouldn't be where you are now.
Right.
Why? Like,
shit.
I love her. I like her.
I know, I do think she's cute too.
And I love her relationship with Raul Alejandro, but like, I
Yeah.
would not like ever support her being like, I feel Latina. Like, no, bitch. You're not.
You're not. There's a difference.
So that's not on that. Obviously, you know I get very passionate about this.
We already know, yes, and we know, and it's rightfully so. So if you don't want to hear it, hit the skip 15-second button.
Another, should we do like what is that called? A compilation of all of my rants?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be great. Like Lethandra goes off again.
Not again. All right. It's game night.
Yes. I thought to do a smash or pass Disney characters edition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge Disney fan. I never, ever once have I thought about smashing or passing a character.
Yeah.
But I'm down for this. I think it's so funny. Did you make a list or do you want me to just go off mine?
I did not make a list, but I have some in mind, so hopefully you don't say them.
Okay.
Do you want to do like I say a name, you say smash or pass, and then you say a name, I say smash or pass, and then I say okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, go first.
Okay, the first one is Kim Possible. Is that even Disney? Like Disney?
It's okay. Let's just like say childhood characters.
Okay.
Smash.
Yeah, absolutely. What about Shigo? Oh, sorry.
Definitely Shigo. What?
Oh, yeah.
Smash.
But Shigo or Kim Possible?
Shigo.
I think so too.
Shigo.
Yeah.
It's the dark hair. You know.
It's the green. The black and
yeah.
green.
Yeah, like I can't. All right. Smash or pass. What's his name? Sully from Monsters Inc.
Oh.
Kitty.
Smash. The way I would feel like a little teddy bear next to him, absolutely.
Yeah.
What about Cinderella?
Pass.
I think so too.
The Beast. Smash or pass?
Damn, I'm gonna have to pass because he's angry.
You're like, he's scary.
And I have anxiety. So.
He's too scary for me. That's hilarious.
What about the dragon in Mulan? What's his name?
Mushu? Pass.
Mushu. Pass.
Annoying.
Yeah,
annoying. The Mad Hatter. From the live action Alice in Wonderland with Johnny Depp.
Pass. Damn.
Really? I'm smashing. You better come mix up this cup of tea, baby.
You said I love the psychos.
I like the craziness. We are smashing. Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove.
Fuck. Definitely pass.
Stop!
Oh my god, that's being able to be open.
Yeah, you're like, I'm sorry, I can't open up. I'm guarded.
What about Shrek?
Part of me loves a pigsty. I can't live in that forever. Damn. I have to pass.
Oh.
I can't do the swamp. I can't do the slugs.
Yeah.
And I don't like human Shrek, so it's like I'd be with Ogre Shrek or nothing.
I'm disgusting. I'm definitely smashing.
Definitely smashing. You were definitely on that like I love Shrek trend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hear ya. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god, Cocoam from Pocahontas. Smash or pass?
Oh, smash.
Smash, right? Smash. Easy smash. Easy smash.
Smash.
Cocoam. Oh yeah, smash.
Mufasa from Lion King.
I do want to say pass, but only because I'm not gonna fuck the brothers, so I'm picking Scar. So pass.
You are such a villain.
I am. I love it. How about Baloo from the Jungle Book, the bear?
Oh yeah, smash.
Smash, right? She'll be like so fuzzy and like comfortable, and he's gonna like pick a paw, prickly pear. Like, yeah, I like exotic fruits. Okay, Donald Duck.
Donald Duck. I think I'm passing.
You're gonna pass?
I think so. Mm-hmm. It's the
good ones. I know, right?
And I know what comes with tall guys. Not fun.
Yeah. Gaston.
Oh, pass.
Pass. Easy pass for me on that one.
Oh, no.
I know, I have like a list. Ooh, Hunchback of Notre Dame. We are going to hell.
Pass, but it's not an easy pass.
Really? You're like, could be convinced.
Could be a little convinced.
Okay, last one. Nani, the sister from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh,
Smash.
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 Like, I know this is probably disgusting, but her ass,
Smash.
always a hit.
Packing.
Like, girl, yes.
Absolutely packing.
That thing back there,
It's thangin'.
It's
Oh, yeah. It's thangin'. We're here for it. Well, that was fun. Nobody tell our parents that we're out here considering smashing our childhood characters. You know.
Nasty gals.
Yes. I am so curious to see some of these No Love, You're Still Cute, but so I hope you have like a little list for us, because I tried to find a couple and I couldn't really. I need to like get on Reddit, but I feel like Reddit would be the perfect place to find that.
Yeah. So the first one is, nah, babe, you're still cute. It's just the way you started searching for the vape mid-fuck really surprised me.
It's a thing, you guys. It is a thing.
Why?
I don't know. I literally did that one myself. I worded it differently, but I said, no, babe, you're still cute. It just threw me off the way that you stopped eating the kitty to hit the vape. Like,
wait, did this happen to you in real life?
Yes.
Did he like go back in?
Yes.
Get the fuck out. Did you feel the effects of it?
I don't know, right? I know, right? Was like my like clit like on a nicotine high or something? I don't know. Like I
wait, what the
I was like, what are you doing down there? Like, why do you have a flashlight?
Like, why are you recording me?
Yeah, you didn't even ask.
For my vape.
Yeah, like, no, just my vape. Where's my air bar? I'm like, okay.
That's funny.
Like, it's in my ass cheeks now. Like, Jesus.
You get the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, yep, it's in there.
Oh my god. Okay, the next one is no, like, you're still cute, but the way you didn't know what aftercare was really got me.
Yeah. Yeah, babe, pull the skin back, okay? Rinse it with warm water and a mild soap.
Yeah.
You're welcome, boys.
Oh, you're thinking about that. I'm thinking about the other aftercare. Like, I want to be hugged on after you just...
Oh. It's the way that you just got up and left that really threw me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one who gets up and leaves, so... I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll hit you with this, so what you about to get into? Real quick.
Yeah. This one's a little deep. It says, no, boo, you're still cute, but it's just the way you wasted both of our times knowing you wasn't really fucking with me that surprised me.
Yes, I keep seeing that one, and it's a thing.
It is a thing. Honestly, I'm guilty of this because I'm just bored, and I'm sorry.
You know, every time we say some really fucked up red flaggy shit, here's Lizandra saying, well, you know, I actually am guilty of this too.
I am guilty of it, but it's like when I was like at my prime of being single, I was like, I just want to talk to people, but like people would fall in love, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, you're like, wait. I mean, like, obviously I'd fall in love with you too, but like, chill.
No.
Like, no.
Right now. Okay, last one is, not babe, you're still cute. It's just the way that you asked for my Snapchat that threw me off.
Yes. Yes.
Grow the fuck up. Why are we communicating through Snapchat?
I know. Like, I know we all want to protect the privacy, but it's kind of just giving like, it's giving like poke era on Facebook.
Yes. See, that's how I know something is not going to work out.
Yeah.
If it's someone, like, if I'm talking to you, like, through DM or something, or texting, and you're like, what's your Snapchat?
Yep.
That's when I know.
Yep.
This isn't going past anything.
Like, you got Instagram?
It's not going past Snapchat. Okay?
Right. It's very slim pickings. Like, unless you impress me, and then you ask for my number, or something.
Yeah.
Not the sun making me look like the evil fucking witch.
It's the way that you look so good right now. Wait, give me, like, your best pose. Oh.
You just gotta, like, you know, pout the lip.
Period. It's those ojitos lindos.
Oh my, get the sun.
Oh my god, yes. I'm definitely keeping this shit in here.
I'm like, yes, wow.
We could do, like, a photo shoot with you and, you know, that ring, like that sun ring thing, like,
yes.
Yeah. We gotta do that with you.
Definitely.
Well, it was great having this chat with you.
Yes. Yes, this was super great. By the time this is released, I will have gone to and from Puerto Rico.
Oh
I
my
will
god.
have my cheeks in the sunny sand. I will actually probably be on my next trip already by the time we release this. So, happy traveling.
Wait, where are you going?
I don't know. I'm going somewhere, bitch.
Oh, like
I'm
here.
getting out of here. Yes, that too.
Okay, period. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that for me. Because I want a raunchy night out.
I know. I
Like
just
the
need
for
a new
real
scenery.
raunchy.
I need the new scenery. I need a new club, new music, new people, new styles, new clothes.
Yeah, so definitely. If you're down, 100%, I will see you here in a few weeks.
Wow. All right, guys. Well, this was fun as usual.
That's it. That's that on that. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Adios. We'll see you in
Stay
the next
positive,
episode.
children.
Also, if you guys have like any topics that you want to talk about or want us to touch on, let us know because we're open to anything.
Please let us know. We are down to talk about the nitty gritty. If you want to send us in a story time.
Oh, that's a good idea. Story time.
Yeah. Let us know, you guys. We are down to talk about it. You just never know. You know, your story might come up for us.
Yep, and we're always down to talk about anything. We're open. Open books.
Yeah. All right, guys.
We will see you next time.
Bye.